Morning, guys. Today I am making some snack bars. I really like these snack bars. I've tweaked the recipe a little bit to where I really like it. So I'm going to share it with you. Make sure you get your pencil and paper out because you need to know the ingredients. We're going to start with a half a cup of coconut oil, and it needs melted. Coconut oil, of course, is a good fat, considered a good fat. So it helps with your heart and your brain. Okay, you can use either a half a cup of honey. I like to use the local stuff, or you can use maple syrup. Today I'm using maple syrup. I got it down at the Amish. A friend made it down there, and so I'm using maple syrup. Need 2 cups of oats. I get mine in big bags down at the Amish. This big, cook oats. So you need a couple cups of that. You need 1 1/3 cups of dried fruit. This, you can use cranberries, you can use apples, you can use raisins. Myself, I use a mixture of 3 things. I use prunes, I use dates, and I use dried apples. I put them in my food processor and chunk them down till it makes about 1 1/3 cups. I just put them all in there and just process the far out of them till it's a big glob. Half a cup of ground flaxseed, 1 1/3 cups of pumpkin seed, just the plain, 3 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 cup of pumpkin puree. So as if you were going to make a pumpkin pie, you just buy the pumpkin, and 4 beaten eggs. So what you need to do is take your coconut oil and melt it. I put mine in the toaster oven for 5 or 10 minutes and it melts it right down. And add your maple syrup to that and stir it up. I've got mine already put in a bowl, and it's got my coconut oil and maple syrup in it. In your bowl, you'll have your oats, your pumpkin seeds, your ground flaxseed, and then your cinnamon and your salt. You also, since it calls for a mixture of dried fruit like cranberries or something, of course they're apart. But since I use my mixture of prunes and dates and apples, and it's pureed and it comes out in a big clump, then I put it in with that, and I just mix the far out of it till it becomes little bitty pieces, as if it was the size of your cranberries or your raisins or something, so it's not one big clump. It takes a little bit of arm work to go through and do that, but it works well, so I've got that done. So in our coconut oil and maple syrup, we need 4 beaten eggs. So I'm going to break my eggs and beat those up in there. I don't know about anybody else that's got chickens, but mine are laying like crazy. Yesterday I've got 17 chickens, 1 rooster, and I got 14 eggs yesterday, so I did pretty good. So I'm going to put my eggs in there, and we're just going to beat that up real good. Little arm work, but it works. See that I'm mixing that up. Those yolks all beat. I'm also going to add, once I get that mixed up, you can see that's all mixed up. I'm going to add my half a cup of pumpkin puree. I like to take the kids' pumpkins after Halloween. We've got any left that haven't got mold or anything in it yet, and cook it down, and then we got some good pumpkin to use. Mix that in there, mix that up. Now you do have to bake this for about, it's not long, 20 minutes I think. in a 350-degree oven. So I've got my oven turned on. It says mix it till fluffy. When you put that stuff in it, it sort of does get fluffy and weird. But anyway, and pour it into your other goodie mix. Mix it up. I really like these snack bars. I've been eating them for a few weeks. It makes a good little bar. And I enjoy them. A lot of times this will be my lunch. I'll drink, or supper sometimes if we're not doing anything. Or I just need something quick, I'll drink it with my cup of kefir and then my snack bar. If you don't know what kefir is, look it up. It's something really good for you. So I add that in there. It's a little, you can see it. It's a little soft, but it's got a good body to it. And then you're going to put it on, I always put mine on parchment paper so it don't stick. We always have trouble with parchment paper staying in your pan. Works every time. Dump this out. Spread it out on your cookie sheet. The oven's almost at 350. It'll be at 350 in just a minute. You bake it for 20 minutes. Get it out. I like to cut mine with a pizza cutter. It just cuts real nice. And then let it cool. I do store mine after they cut. I put them in a big gallon bag. And I store mine in the refrigerator. But I do take them out and take them with me to work sometime. So, and it don't have to stay cold. It'll just sit in my bag till lunchtime, so no big deal. And don't look any different when it comes out, pretty much. It's more solid. And they're good little snack bars. But I hope you enjoy the snack bars. I hope you try them. They've got all kinds of good stuff in there. Oven's hot. So, I hope you'll make some. And then leave me a comment and tell me if you like them or not. They're really good and I really enjoy them. They got all the good stuff in them. Hope y'all have a good day. Bye.